I just heard
But we found
the sound system play one.
But we found the quartet with Sabu and
Fats. Okay, yeah.
And why is it that you chose a quartet rather than a trio? Because the Wailers was a trio, Heptones was a trio, everybody's a trio.
No, originally, a lot of people doesn't know, the Wailers was really 5 people.
Okay, yeah, true fact.
It was 4 man and 1 little girl.
Okay.
You know, but after a while the girl went away and Brathwaite went away and Bonnie and Peter and Bob.
Okay, so you're saying you had these 2 songs, so you got together as a quartet now.
Yeah, and we went to this guy who had a sound system named Light the Matador.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and when we went to Light the Matador, we sung the 2 songs for him, but his wife didn't like back out. Because we were saying back out wicked. All right, and she didn't like the word wicked. So we recorded Gold Digger.
Oh yeah.
For him, and they banned it in Jamaica because at that time there were certain things happening in Jamaica with the music that they didn't want to hear on the radio, so they banned Gold Digger.
They were saying the lyrics were a little too risque or something like that.
Yeah, it was too powerful. The lyrics was too powerful, you know. I mean,
what the song was about, Gold Digger?
Well, it's about people who we would say greedy people. People who's greedy, you know, want everything for themselves, you know.
Okay.
And his wife didn't like Gold Digger, but she didn't like back out.
Okay.
So we went to Sir Coxsone Downbeat, and Sir Coxsone Downbeat loved it. But first of all, I went home, me and Brett, and we sit down and we said, boss, this song is a great song. All this song need to do is to change 1 word, and that word was wicked.
Okay.
But with our smartness and our intelligence, we said, you know what happened? If it's not wicked, it's with it.
Okay.
Yeah, back out with it.
See?
Well, Selector, let's run the track and just remind ourselves what a great track this is, track 1.
Back up with it. Your days are longer. Watch your step. Back out with it. Right now. Your days are longer. I've been waiting too long with the use. You say you love, and you know my friend. Your heart is like a price without. I tell you one more time, back out with it, now and now. Your days are longer. I've been waiting too long, back out with it, right now. Your days are longer.
Yeah. So I take it the song was an instant hit.
Yes. That song, the moment that song dropped, that song was a bomb.
Yeah,
You know, even 30 years after that song was recorded, it was picked up by HBO.
Oh, really?
You know, for one of the HBO movies that is called 6 Feet and Under.
So it's an immortal record.
Yeah. You know.
So, and then at Studio One, you had quite a number of other hits, and you were there for a good number of years.
At the moment when we did Back Out, we did songs like Mr. Fire Coleman and Go Fisherman, and all 3 songs were 3 great songs. People were saying that it was Bob Marley and the Wailers singing those songs, but we had Seco, who was a percussionist in Bob Band. He knows everything, and he usually goes around and take bets with other guys, you know, who say, no man, it's Bob man, and people say, no, it's Pipe and Bird that man, and you know. Then one evening he gathered us up together, and he took us to a place they call Salt City.
Okay.
All right, where all his elders would be there, smoking and drinking. And Seco said, sit man, them man, I sing the song, you know. That he won a box of Heineken and $100 at the same time. You know, well, from that it's like Mr. Dad loved us so much that we've been recording. But the thing about it, because of our parents and our kids who always listening to our parents, we went away again. And they said, oh, the Wailing Souls that's gone on the ground, you know what I mean? But we really didn't go on the ground. We was just listening to our parents just to get an education that in the future, if the music doesn't work for us, we have our education where we could get good jobs.
Sure. Yeah.
And about Studio One, it's been said by a lot of great artists as Dennis Brown, Nora Sandy, that was a university, like youths have the chance to learn a lot from elders, musicians. Is it true? It's the case of Wailing Souls too.
Yeah, that is true, because we used to say this is the music village. We wanted was to change the name from Trenchtown, but because Bob died, you know, we really didn't get the chance to do what we really promised to do. Because we were thinking about changing the name from Trenchtown to the music village. Because there were so many good musicians there, both instrumental and voices, you know. But it's like, as we say, you know, it's a place where there's always the vibes, you know, even although they say it's a university, because anything you want to learn, it is there.
Well,
if you want to be one of the greatest robber, it is there. If you want to be one of the greatest gunman, it is there. If you want to be one of the greatest pickpocket, it is there. But as Brett said, it's like we never choose none of those elements. We choose the elements of music, you know.
Well, so before we move out of the Studio One era, and so Wailing Souls is primarily known for these songs about social commentary, you could say, about reality and so on. Social issues, yeah. But at the same time, you've also done a number of songs about the romantic side of life and the ups and downs of romance. So let's just take a little listen to track 2, and we'll take a little bit of Rowfish Man. Now, both of you have been mentioning, of course, you know, memories of Bob, Peter, and Bonnie, and your closeness with the Wailers is an exceptional thing. And those of you who've seen the Marley documentary film will remember this fantastic testimony from Brett with very personal memories of interacting with Bob and the Wailers. I think you're two people that knew the Wailers as people, as friends.
Well, the world doesn't know, but we are the 3M. We are the 3M. You have Marley, Matthews, and MacDonald.
Okay.
And that's how close we were. You know, me, Brett, and Bob.
Yeah, because he always said, I said, well, we three guys should be singing together, 3Ms.
Okay.
He always said that, you know, jokingly, of course. He said, Marley, MacDonald, and Matthews.
Okay. Well, let's take a little...
That's a thing people don't know this. We went on a lot of auditions with Bob. Just Bob would fight on himself. Because sometimes he couldn't find Peter and Bonnie, and he had an audition to do, and you know, he would just take us along with him.
Okay.
We were that close.
I have a question. You were family with the Wailers and you were part of the Wail and Soul M
Yes.
But why you did record some music, but not as Wailing Souls, but as Pipe and the Pipers? I was wondering why you did change name.
No,
Is it
I can tell you what.
okay?
When Bob was forming the label Top Gun,
We were all
we were
together.
all together rehearsing Pipe's house at the time. Pipe and had a partner named Sabu. They had an apartment together, which was like a rehearsal place. where
Okay.
Bob had his instruments, and every evening all of us would meet up there. Joe Hicks, Peter, Bonnie, Bob, myself, and the other named Pipe and the other two Wailing Souls, and we would rehearse here. And out of that group came the reasoning that Bob was going to form Tough Gun label.
Okay.
And the first two songs on that label was Trench Down Rock, which we all sang in.
Arbor Shark.
It was the Wailers and the Wailers
Arbor Shark.
who went and recorded
That
song.
were recorded.
Chester Rock, you were singing on it too.
Yeah, and then Arbor Shark was our song. But because of the problem, the mix up all the time with
With-
Wailers and Wailing Souls, Bob, it was he who suggested that we change our name to Pipe and the Pipers.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's how Pipe and the Pipers came about for that one song, Arbor Shark.
So give us a bit of track 3. So you're mentioning Harbor Shark.